Okay, Aries, here are your messages for the week of December the 9th. You may have felt like you needed to protect yourself, or you've been very defensive when it comes to a stable partnership. Like you've been very defensive about it, or you feel the need to protect yourself from a stable partnership, because it's like you want to make a long-term investment and your feelings are growing, and you know that this person has pure intentions towards you, right? However, you're approaching this situation from a broken heart. Like you're still in heartbreak mode, which is why you're so defensive and feel like you have to protect yourself um from this investment, right? Like this has the potential to be a long-term investment, and you felt that. However, because your heart is still in a broken place, right? You're still heartbroken about a previous relationship, or you're just heartbroken based on things that have happened to you in the past that you're not completely healed from. You're approaching this situation very mean, very calculated, very logical. Like you're thinking with your head and not your heart. Like even though your heart is like, my feelings are growing and I know this person has pure intentions and I have pure intentions, my heart is broken, so I'm not opening it up. So you're just being very mean, very calculated, very logical. So this person is pretty much matching your energy. It's like the king and queen of swords, right? So this person is matching your energy, and they're becoming cold. They're becoming very ruthless. They're having a low tolerance for the BS. They're thinking of things logically now, because you are thinking of things like from a logical perspective and not allowing your heart to guide you. Like this person is now basically doing the same thing, right? So that I mean, that's pretty clear cut. I mean, if it's not having to do with love, you are protecting yourself from something that could be a stable investment, long-term investment for you. So if it's not love, it could be a business partnership, right? Um Something, a community, right? Business partnership or a community that you feel like you need to protect yourself from. It, like I said, it could be a long-term investment for you. It could be a reward for you, but you have your guard up so high, like because of past experiences. Like your emotions are in this. Like you need to work on self-love right now, because again, you're looking at things from a broken heart. You're looking at things from like what has happened to you in the past. So even if this is not love and this is a business investment, you're looking at things like, well, in the past I worked with someone that seems similar to this person, and it didn't work out because they didn't pay my money, or the contract didn't work out, or whatever, right? Or they took my idea and ran with it. So like, because of past experiences and you staying in a place of heartbreak and staying in a place of like, oh, woe is me, everyone's, you know, messed up and I can't invest in anything or anyone based on my previous experience. It's like, because you're thinking from that perspective, whoever this is that wanted to work with you, whether it's love or business, right? They're now like, well, fuck it. Like, like if you're not going to like put effort into this, I'm not either. If you want to think from love perspective, if you want to think logically and not with your heart, if you want to use your head and not your heart, and trust your own feelings, trust your gut, then you know what? Cool. I'll be the same way. I'm going to think logically. I'm not going to use my heart. I don't have time for this, right? If it's business wise, it's the same thing. If you're not if you're so worried about the effort you're putting into something because of a past experience, right? Because of like a contract you might have lost, or because someone may have stolen your idea before, it's like this person is like, well, if you're not going to put the effort into this business agreement, I'm not either. If you want to come from things based on past experiences, then go ahead. I don't have time. I'm ready to like invest my money. I'm ready to do this. So if you're not ready to do this and you want to be mean and calculated and that's the way you want to go, then cool. We can go that way. And they might even like walk away from this deal. But it's like you need to really figure out this heartbreak, because you're so worried about what's happened to you before that you don't realize what could happen for you in the future. So this week you really need to take some time to self-evaluate and practice self-love. Do some things that are going to make you feel better. Do some things that are going to help you get over whatever this heartbreak is. Like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be love. It could be business. It could go either way. But either way, you the way that you are handling the situation is from a place of brokenness, right? Based on past experiences. So if you're going to do that, then you can't expect whoever you're working with or whoever you're involved with to come from a place of love if you're not coming from a place of love, Aries. So you need to basically work on some self-love this week. Self-love, Aries, self-love. Go for some walks, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea, hot chocolate, or whatever, and just do some self-reflection, right? Just do some self-reflection. Not just self-reflection, but self-love. Do some things that are going to help you love yourself better so that you can understand like what's happening, because whatever this is, like I said, it has the potential for you to be stable. It has the potential to be a stable investment, but because you're coming from a broken place, it's not going to. It can't be a stable um long-term investment if you're not willing to put the time, effort, or anything else into it, because you're so worried about betrayal. You're so worried about getting your heart broken. You're so worried about someone stealing your ideas, right? So if you're like in that mode, you need to just go and self-reflect and leave this alone.